hoping to come up with a W and really build their resume on this field today. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Ball handed off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. And one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Running back with the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. There's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Pulls it in. It's McIntyre. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. They're going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Let's it fly out of the wide out. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Hoosiers will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And here's the return now from midfield. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Has the first down and more. You make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw. Catch made on the outbound. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Looking to throw here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Nice grab. It's McIntyre. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Hoosiers will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
A short completion of the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So they try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wide out, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Weaver. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's caught. It's McIntyre. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Gee. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a nice job by this defense. They saw an option, they actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Heading left after the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Well, the quarterback makes the correct read there, and the result is a big gain.
What I like here, Chris, is the ball handling by this quarterback on the read option. The defender commits down to the back. He does a nice job of being able to see that, pulls it out, and then gets upfield north and south for the first down.
He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now? They'll try to run for the first down. Crosses the 35. Finding space at the 20. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Irish.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack it, because right now, this isn't working.
Here he goes. You finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep
and is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Second down. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Got it. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
They're going to run it here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Scanning the field. It's Henderson. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
And the Hoosiers bring their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fights off a defender. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
He breaks free. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll give it to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They convert on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Indiana, 0.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Henderson. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. All the way back for the pick six. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And we're going to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Weaver. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Weaver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's McIntyre. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Hoosiers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Hit just as he throws the ball. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? That one moves the ball across the 40. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out of the 25. No. Attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here's the second down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback... At football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Trying to find room. It's Lawrence. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
It's now third down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Gee. He's got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And here's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The back's got it. And the Hoosiers are looking to keep this drive going.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a first down at the 44. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And they hand it off to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. Finding some room at the 25. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a well-timed pitch here by the quarterback. That poor defender didn't have a chance. He's really in a no-win situation. Either the quarterback will give him a fake and keep it and get upfield himself, or he draws that defender towards him and then pitches it out. And in this case, he pitches it out, and that back had a lot of room to work with. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights into the end zone.
Touchdown, Irish.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense, extending the lead, and in my opinion, putting this game away.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. Shotgun. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to throw. It's Henderson. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, does a nice job here as a safety of just sitting back, kind of playing center field, letting the play develop, and then once the ball's in the air, he did not hesitate, and that quickness allowed him to come up with that interception.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Ball handed to the running back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense is still clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
56,
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. No way to run up the middle.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So the running play stopped on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Dropping back, it's Henderson. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Third down coming.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab behind the line, it's Tatum. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He finds some space. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. A play action looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw. It's Henderson. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's McIntyre. Breaks loose at the 40. Excellent catch and run by the sophomore. The Hoosiers come up to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to throw. It's Henderson. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
That's a first down for the offense.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And the Hoosiers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. It's a run. Running back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's wide open. Look out. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll run it here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And bouncing it outside, it's Kennedy. Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for this offense.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Here comes a handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry up.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
A gain makes it second and medium. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find a rhythm. Now we got a fourth down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down coming up.
Important second down play coming up.
3:25.
Pounding away with the run game. First down, looking for more now. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Now it's 2nd down here. Hands it off on the counter. Breaks free. Fighting off the defender. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.